5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Why do you think Blue gonna win? Why do you think Buddy gonna win Saturday?
Belinda?
Yeah. I didn't tell you. No. Look, I just looked at some of his fights.
What do you think about it?
I'm asking you.
Man, skill-wise, bro.
We talking about Belinda against Canelo. Let's go.
I'll tell you what. He got power.
Okay, he doesn't have no one-punch knockout power.
No, but
he has
he has enough to get Canelo's respect.
He does not.
You don't think so?
No.
As far as fighting, I don't know, man. He's not. Yeah, I still think.
Oh, no, he's still, why though?
It's a different fight. It's not no.
He's not a value puncher. He is not a value puncher. He tries to pick his shots. He'll throw like 3 or 4 punches at a time, but by the time he throw that third punch, he's off balance.
He got good defense.
He does not have good defense. He doesn't move his head. He moves his legs in the beginning. First couple rounds, he moves his legs.
That's all he needs.
No, but after about the third round, he sets down. He doesn't move as much. He stops moving. And he gets too close before he starts punching.
You can just kind of see it.
He doesn't use his jab.
He doesn't.
And he's close before he even starts working.
Right, and Canelo's gonna try to walk him down.
Huh? Canelo's going to walk him
down.
down.
We want him to come.
He's not gonna be hard to find.
No, he's
right? And by the time he throws the third punch, he's leaning forward and he's clumsy. He falls forward a lot. Canelo has a step back, right uppercut, left hook, and a straight right to the gut that he uses all the time.
I don't say knock him, but
He's going to knock him out. Canelo, left hook to the body and right uppercut is going to be the target all day long.
But he don't hit that hard.
Canelo doesn't?
No.
Listen.
Belinda got a chin.
Listen.
That's fantastic.
Listen. Canelo hits hard, man. And the thing about Canelo is every time he punches, he doesn't throw a lot of punches. He throws 2 and 3 punches at a time, right? But every time he punches, he's always on balance.
Correct.
Which is leverage and power. He's never off balance. No matter if he goes here, whatever he does, and his counter, because he has a counter that he does. He lures you in, and when you think you're going to do something, he has this step back that he does, and he's coming back.
When's the last time Canelo got a knockout? He didn't knock out Hunter McGee. He didn't knock out John Ryder, which McGee knocked out Fluston. He hasn't got no knockouts in the last, 5 fights?
He's punishing jokers.
Yeah, but he ain't knocking nobody out.
What you mean?
Belinda got, 20-something fights, 24 KOs or something like that?
And what does Canelo, how many knockouts Canelo have?
Not that.
He has more than him?
Well, he's fought way more than Belinda.
Right, and he's fought way more better competition.
Look, like Belinda said, Canelo, he's a top guy right now, right?
Right.
You can only say that for so long before someone comes and knocks you out.
It won't be him. Mayweather stayed there. He never got knocked off.
That's
Andre Ward never got knocked off. Terence Crawford hasn't got knocked off.
If he fights Virgil Ortiz, I'll tell you that right now.
Who?
Virgil Ortiz. Terence Crawford.
If Terence Crawford fights Virgil, man, he's drunk, man.
That's a high chance to fight.
No,
they're
he's
the
drunk.
same weight class.
El Canelo, people, that's it. El Canelo. El orgullo de Guadalajara.
No.
That's it. Canelo's gonna beat Belinda.
Virgil Ortiz beating Crawford.
If y'all know Virgil Ortiz, yes. From Texas, yes. The Mexican fighter, yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, for sure. Have you seen him fight, Coach?
Man, yeah. Man, there is no one in the game today beating Crawford. Period. No one.
If Sebastian Figueroa can fight on the outside, which he doesn't know how to, then he'll win. But he's not going to.
What you mean?
If he kept Crawford on the outside, 6'6".
Who's keeping Crawford on the outside?
I just said if he could. If he was a good outside fighter, then he would win, but he's not.
And listen, in every fight Crawford had, first.
He hasn't fought no dog though.
Huh?
He hasn't fought a dog yet. A dog. Like
Spence?
Bro, he's not a dog.
What? And y'all sleep on Gamboa.
Gamboa was
Gamboa was sorry. But Gamboa was one of the slipperiest fighters he ever fought.
He beat him like he's at the top. I'll give you that, but he ain't no. Devin Haney.
He gave Gamboa his first loss.
Devin Haney beat Gamboa. Spence beat.
Yeah, but they beat Gamboa when Gamboa was after Crawford did. Crawford whooped that man first and took that man hard. And then too many fighters that bounce back after a loss, man.
Don't get me wrong, Crawford is nice, but he's not.
Crawford is a dog.
No, he's a dog, but he hasn't fought no dog.
First man to ever stop Porter.
Porter ain't all that.
No, he's not. Porter's not all that. But Porter's gonna make you fight. Porter's one-dimensional. I agree with that. Porter's one-dimensional. But he gave Spence hella problems because their styles match. Styles make matches. You see what I'm saying? But still, Crawford, first man ever stopped. Made the man daddy get on the ring.
When Crawford fights a dog, you'll see how nice he is.
When Crawford fights a dog?
David Belinda, David Morrell, actually not, he might be too big. He did fight at 168 though. I'm telling you, there's some dogs out there. He don't want to fight him though.
Man, Crawford hasn't ducked anyone. Every single person that has called Crawford out, he has fought. Every single person. Everybody that he's called out, they've all ducked.
So why can't he fight Rick Ortiz? Why can't I make that happen? Or Tim, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about? The one who lost to Fedora because he got an eye cut. It was a bloody
And
fight.
now you want him to fight Crawford.
Tim too. Why don't they fight Crawford?
They don't want that
They
smoke.
do it. They call him.
Crawford trying to get Canelo.
No one wants to see that fight.
Nobody wants to see that fight. The boxing world wants to see it. Canelo don't want to see it. And I'm gonna tell you why Canelo picked this Belinda dude. Because it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for him. Dude is tailor made for Canelo. Canelo is gonna hurt that dude. I'm telling you what I know. The dude is clumsy. When he he'll throw two sharp punches. That third punch, he's off balance. Every time. He leans forward a lot when he's throwing his right hand. Uppercut all day long. You know what I'm saying? His footwork is only good in like the first 2 rounds. And that's when they're trying to figure each other's out. He has a good lateral movement. That's it. I mean, back and forth. That's it. That's all he has.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Terrence, he moved up his last fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't got no power. He need to go back down. When he did it,
Power don't win fights,
no,
man.
I'm trying to tell you, if him and Canelo fight, or say David went back down,
I tell you what,
he's not hurting.
I tell you what, you saying he ain't got no power, right?
No power at all.
He stepped up, right, to 154, right? Dude wasn't running in there.
Wait, so
Dude wasn't running in there.
what weight class for him and Canelo gonna fight at?
He said he'll come up to 168.
Hell no, 0 power then.
Listen,
He was weak at 154.
man, his last 11 people he knocked out
Not at 168.
at 147. At 140, 143 and 147, he's knocked out his last 11 opponents.
That's 147.
Even Spence.
That's different. Spence sucks.
Even Spence. Yeah, Spence was sorry. I've been telling people for years Spence was sorry.
Like, it's not nobody.
One dimensional. That's it.
All I'm saying, no, Crawford's great, but all I'm saying is he fights. I didn't Canelo.
Listen,
David,
y'all saying,
George Ortiz.
listen, this is the thing. People get accustomed to certain things, right? For example, this one dude gave an example. He said, when you give somebody something once for the first time, they appreciate it. When you give it to them the second time, it becomes anticipated. When you give it to them the third time, it becomes expected, right? When you take it away from the 4th and 5th time, then there becomes hatred and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So Crawford has knocked out his last 11 opponents. So when he went to 154, they expected him to knock this dude out. But because he didn't, now he has no power. But when y'all really look at it, and y'all look at the way this dude was fighting all up until he fought Crawford, dude was taking chances. He was doing a lot of stuff that he did not do against Crawford. So he wasn't running in there. He was doing a lot of bouncing around, but he wasn't moving his hands. He wasn't busy. Crawford was busy. That fight was not close enough. Crawford won definitely 10 out of 12 rounds. There was 2 rounds that you possibly could have gave to that dude, and it was a toss-up. Crawford won 10 out of 12 rounds in that fight.
I had an 8.
Go back and look at
I
the
had
fight.
an 8-4.
No. Go back and look at the fight.
I had an 8-4.
Go back and look at the fight.
I did.
Literally, no, turn the volume off. Turn the volume off and look at the fight. That dude was not working. He was just doing a lot of moving. That's it. That's all he was doing. That's the only thing that he was doing. He was not throwing punches.
I don't know though. It looked like Crawford.
Listen, and if you look at it, when he hit Crawford, Crawford was just like, all right, cool. When Crawford hit him, that mob was shook. Don't say he ain't got no power, man. Look at it. Dude, he was a bigger guy, you know what I'm saying, and his natural weight class.
So my thing is, when Crawford fought Spence, everybody thought to knock him out, right? Push him forward. Why didn't he do that with Dude?
Say what?
Why didn't he do that with Dude? Push him forward. He was just boxing, being scared on the outside. Why didn't he?
Dude was strong. Crawford said he was strong. Crawford was like, he was strong. He was like, and then another thing, just tell you how great Crawford is. Crawford then prepared for a whole different fighter. Because if you look at all his other fights, dude, he tried to create a lot of angles. He was clumsy. He take a lot of chances. He throw a lot of looping left hooks. He didn't do none of that fight.
You got a plan
No, because he had a trainer that was familiar with Crawford, which was Tim Bradley, old trainer, because Crawford done went to Tim Bradley training camp and whooped the shit out of Tim Bradley in his own training camp, which Tim Bradley admitted openly. You know what I'm saying? So they were familiar with Crawford, so they knew what kind of game plan to develop for Crawford. So Crawford had to make the adjustments on a game plan that he wasn't ready for and still dominate the fight, which tells you how great Crawford is. If you look at that fight, really look at that fight, every time Crawford hit that dude was shook. Every time that dude hit Crawford ate that, was just like, all right, what?
So who you got winning, Crawford or Canelo?
Crawford gonna whoop the shit out of Canelo. Crawford whooped the shit out of Canelo.
He didn't whoop his.
Easy.
He didn't whoop his, bro. Canelo's better than him.
Huh?
He didn't whoop his, bro. The guy.
Canelo don't move like Israel was moving.
Yeah, but strong.
Canelo don't move like that.
So you don't think?
And Israel, he wasn't throwing those looping punches like he normally do in his other fights. Canelo's still throwing wide punches.
That's why I'm saying, like, Crawford fought somebody who was scared to take punches, throw punches. You can fight somebody like a killer like
Dude didn't take.
Virgil gonna sit there and throw blows with you.
Who will?
Virgil.
He not look. Spence, right? Spence was the type of person that he's coming.
He got no power.
And he doesn't have no knockout power. He has accumulative power. It means he breaks you down. You see what I'm saying? And I was telling people that all the time. Spence is a one-trick pony. It will not go past 10 rounds. I won. I won that. I told everybody. Crawford gonna whoop the shit out of Spence. And it happened just like I said it was gonna happen. Matter of fact, Crawford even carried him a few rounds because they respect him, didn't want to do him like that. It just got too easy, so he had to go ahead and get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? When he fought this Israel dude, he had to make adjustment for something that he wasn't even prepared for. That's greatness. Israel, that dude, he didn't have no answer for nothing. He didn't have an answer. Now back to Canelo and Belinda, whatever this dude's name is.
Yeah.
Canelo finna hurt him and knock him out. I give him 10, maybe 11 rounds.
I can't tell you facts of how Belinda will beat him. I don't think I just.
Yeah, you know he's not gonna beat him. He's gonna get walked down. He's gonna get knocked out. But they're gonna have to stop the fight.
All I'm saying is, if Belinda pulls up, so don't say I didn't say it was possible.
He ain't gonna pull no damn.
Don't say, hey, don't say
hey, man, listen.
I believe Belinda.
He don't move enough. He don't. Matter of fact, he don't move.
Hit hard. If I was fighting
Canelo don't hit hard, man. You can find one person that Canelo has fought and they say he don't hit hard.
Triple G.
Triple G won't say that. Triple G won't say that. Triple G just got a chin.
If he fights David, I bet you David will say that.
That Canelo don't hit hard?
Hell yeah.
Man, you drunk, man.
I bet you David
You
will
drunk.
say that.
This man coming in the boxing gym drinking. This man, you drunk, man.
Bro, you gotta see the fight, man.
You think, listen.
But it is gonna hurt that boy.
No, he will not.
He's gonna hurt that boy.
No, he will not. Benavidez gonna get whooped.
The whole country Mexico's gonna be sad.
Why do you think Benavidez wins?
It's way better than him.
What? How?
Like, for example, that fight is like Terrence and Crawford. Terrence and Spence. Spence is Canelo and Crawford is David. You know, when two guards meet, you're gonna find out which one's better. I'm telling you, he's gonna kill Canelo.
No. Canelo is better than Spence.
No, I'm saying like it's like that.
Canelo has more tools than Spence do.
No, but I'm trying to say
Canelo is just force, straightforward. No, I mean Spence. Spence is just force, straightforward. Canelo. He's slow on his feet. He is slow on his feet.
I can see through the 6'4".
He is slow on his feet, but Canelo moves his head. Canelo is not just coming one way.
You know David's an accurate puncher, right? Like top 10.
Man, who has he fought?
Look it up.
Who has he fought?
Caleb Plant be on the road.
Come on, man. Caleb Plant can only move one way effectively.
He's still moving, though.
Effectively one way. One way.
What's that way?
Shit, Canelo stopped Plant.
In the 11th round.
It don't matter.
They don't got that much power.
It don't matter.
They didn't kill
He
him.
stopped him.
You see Plant after the David fight and him after the Canelo fight?
It don't matter.
His face was all, he went to the hospital after the David fight.
Man, come on, stop, man. It don't matter. Listen, let me tell you something. Belinda finna get whooped.
Yeah, and he needs to fight David.
And then if Canelo fight David, I got Canelo winning. Only because David is tall and he fights like he's short. He fights like a short man.
So how do you know that David not fight won't play tall? But if he plays tall, now you know.
He don't know how.
How do you know that?
That's not how he
We
trains.
haven't seen that
That's
yet.
not how he
When he
trains.
fights Canelo, we'll see.
That's not how he trains.
How do you know that's not how he
That's
trains?
not how he trains.
How do you know?
You listen. You don't create bad habits like that in one fight.
Look at most boxers have flaws.
Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what Tyson Fury said against
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder. He said, y'all can teach him how to box all y'all want. I said, but when he gets into deep water, he's gonna go back into the old Deontay Wilder,
Correct.
and then I'm gonna smash him.
But
And that's exactly what's gonna happen if he tries to fight tall. But he don't do that. He's not gonna do that. He's a typical Mexican fighter that like to get in there and exchange punches.
Like
That's it.
Well, he's not typical Mexican fighter.
He is.
Most of them duck.
Huh?
Canelo is a face of Mexico, right? He's ducking.
He's not ducking.
He's running.
He
don't want to fight David Morrell. He don't want to fight Canelo. David Morrell. You know who David Morrell is, right?
No, I don't even know who that is. Heard of it.
He might be David. I ain't quite too. That's probably the one who beat David. You gotta look him up.
Man, you sleep, dog.
He about 6'2", 6'3".
Height don't win fights.
No, but I'm just saying he's a big, like, David's fighting guys who are all smart.
Let me tell you something. Height don't win fights. Speed don't win fights. Timing don't win fights. What wins fights is the ability to use all those things in the right way.
And Canelo can't do that.
IQ.
And David has all of them.
No, the fuck he doesn't.
David has height, weight. He can fight on the outside, inside. He can go forward.
He cannot fight on the outside.
Forward, backward. He's not scared.
He cannot fight going backwards. Every time he got pushed going backwards, he went like this.
Yeah.
He wasn't fighting.
And then when you come
No,
up,
fighting going backwards meaning pop, pop, pop while you move, pop, 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 move, beat, pop, pop. That's fighting on the back pedal. This isn't fighting on the back pedal.
But he doesn't have to do that though.
Huh? No, Canelo coming.
No, he's reserving energy.
Canelo coming.
Bro, I promise you, Canelo gonna come in.
Canelo coming. So he can't fight on the back pedal. Let's get rid of that.
Just like Tank David Merrill, David gonna be on the road, set him up, okay, boom. Canelo's going to sleep.
But he don't even believe that.
I promise.
He don't even believe that.
Yo, I don't know. What's up with David being underrated, bro?
Huh?
What's up with David being underrated?
I'm not saying he's underrated. He's good. But he's not beating Canelo.
Great.
He's not great.
He's great.
He hasn't proven that yet.
When he's gonna beat, I'm telling you what he's gonna do. He's gonna beat Canelo. Then he's gonna fight. I think Biv's gonna be better. You know 175, right?
Who is? Bill, yeah, 175.
He's gonna win. Come unified. Then he's gonna fight David for unification. David's gonna beat him.
David gonna beat Bivol? Man, you drunk, man.
That's a good fight though.
That's a cool fight. It's a cool fight.
I'm telling you right now, though, I promise you, more tickets will sell David and Canelo rather than Terrence and Canelo.
No.
For sure.
No.
For sure.
No. 1 million
You know how many
percent.
people
I
the whole
guarantee.
country in Mexico is watching that.
Listen.
And USA.
Listen, I guarantee that if Crawford stopped being scared of Canelo, Canelo stopped being scared of Crawford, that fight will sell more than any fight right now.
All they do, but they both, not Crawford, but you have kind of, Canelo's a runner, and so is Crawford. So
How is Crawford a runner?
His last fight, all bro was doing is dancing down the outside. Like, you feel me?
You see what I'm saying? Again, you give somebody something once, they appreciate it. You continue to give it to it and take it away from it, it becomes disbelief.
Like
Listen, straight up, the man knocked out 11 straight people, and he moved up a whole weight class, whooped the dude 10 out of 12 rounds emphatically because he didn't knock him out, and now Crawford don't have no power. But he done knocked out 11 straight motherfuckers.
Can I say something? Most fighters,
Come on, man.
Most fighters, like, for example, like, they don't care what the crowd says. Like, you know me, I like fighters like Virgil Ortiz, David, come forward fighters, right? Like, skillful fighter, right? David can do both, if that makes sense.
Benavidez?
Yeah, he can win and look good at doing it. Crawford, yeah, he'll
They
win.
don't look good.
No. Crawford and Canelo, they get their points in right, get their jab in, they'll win by points. Devin Haney.
Have you even watched any Crawford?
Yes.
Because obviously you haven't.
Yes, I have. Yes, I
How-
have.
Listen, let me tell you something.
If he fights Canelo and David, he's not good.
No, let me tell you
He's
the
not
difference.
pressing
No,
him.
let me tell you the difference between good, great, and elite.
Crawford's great.
Okay. No, Crawford's elite.
David's elite.
Get the fuck out of here.
No,
This dude's drunk, man. Straight. This dude is drunk, man. What makes him elite?
You just see for yourself, man.
No, tell me. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what my definition of elite is. Tell me what makes him
So,
elite.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Y'all listen to this.
No, most boxers have a flaw, right? Correct?
Yep.
Okay. Adrian,
I don't care about flaws. What makes him elite?
he don't have many flaws. He has one flaw. One.
What's that?
Can't really fight back. That's about it.
Hold on, you just said he can fight back.
No, but now that I think it, like,
Now just think about it. True comes out.
He's not great at fighting. He's good, but he's not great at fighting back. You got fighters who are great at
So
fighting.
how does he complete? Because complete elite makes you great at everything.
I just said Crawford is great at it.
Tell me one thing he's not great at.
You tell me everything he's great at.
Tell you everything? Okay, I'm gonna tell you the difference between Crawford and average fighters.
Okay.
You got Crawford, you got fighters like Mayweather,
Okay.
you got fighters like Crawford.
Okay.
This is what happens, right? And then you got fighters like Benavidez,
Okay.
Crawford like Spence.
Okay.
And I'll even put Canelo at elite. I make Canelo elite. Okay, so what happened? No. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Canelo, with his style, with him having bricks in his feet, he's elite. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have good footwork as far as movement. You know what I'm saying? But he has great foot placement.
That's why they.
He has great foot placement. Okay, because his feet are always in position for him to get leverage and for him to land the punches that he needs to land with the power and velocity that he needs to do. Foot placement is very important. Y'all know that. I focus on that a lot. Okay, if you throwing punches and your feet ain't in the right place, it's not gonna matter. Okay, so let me tell you why Crawford, Mayweather, Andre Ward, and all those guys are elite. Even Pacquiao, elite. But then you got people like Benavidez, you got people like Spence that are just great. Okay? So Benavidez, when he fight people, right? He comes forward and he turns it into a fight. Ultimately, whoever wins that fight with him is the person who can apply more force and who can overwhelm the next person. Okay? In doing so, you also open yourself up to punishment. Would you agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Fighters like Mayweather, fighters like Crawford, what they do is they figure out what you do good. Figure out what you do good or great, however you want to put it, right? They take it away from you.
Okay.
They find your weakness, they exploit it, they make the fight easier in employing their game plan. And they don't take any more punishment. They don't sit there and go toe to toe and see who wins. They create a game plan. They find out what you do weak, what your flaws are. They exploit them. They take away what you do good, and they make the fight easier, winning in a dominant fashion. Going face to face and throwing blows and see who comes out on top is not elite. That's just throwing punches, setting yourself up for brain damage in the long run, and seeing who fights. Okay, who wins?
Now, let me ask you this.
Go.
So, if David was to fight Canelo and Crawford, say beats Canelo, then he fights Crawford, and he beats both of them by walking forward and throwing wild punches, and he ends up winning, is he elite? Yes or no?
That doesn't make him elite. That means that he had enough. That means he had enough force to overpower.
Wow.
Because that's all he does.
He just beat two elite fighters, though.
That's all he does.
So how does
But
that
it won't
make
happen.
That's like
It won't happen though. That's like you gonna tell the world stop believing in fictitious Santa Claus.
Okay, so
Stupid motherfuckers ain't gonna do it.
If Crawford and Canelo were to fight, if you were to fight, actually I'll ask you, if you were to fight David Benavidez, what would you do to knock him off the game? There's not much you can do.
With David
There's
Benavidez,
not much you can do.
David B.
Yeah.
For one, he gets tired in this fight, so I will go to his body. And he fights tall.
Okay.
He fights tall,
Right, he
right?
fights tall.
Which means that his body is wide open. Okay? Take his lungs. Take his lungs and his legs. About the 5th or 6th round, start wearing on his ass.
I mean, that's easier said than done.
No, it is easier said than done. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it would be easy. But what I'm telling you, Benavidez is a tall fighter who fights tall, but like a short man. You see what I'm saying? He fights like this, which leaves all this open, as opposed to like this and making it hard to get to. You see what I'm saying? It's not easy. It's not hard getting to his body, but it's not easy. If that makes sense.
So he's had about 28 fights, right? If he has all these flaws, why hasn't he been tested?
He has a fighting body. He has a fight. 28 fights, man. Listen. 28 fights in, you're really just starting to get your name out there. People are listen. I don't even start paying attention to fighters until they get in like the top 5. Because they're protected until they get to that point. If you're marketable and you're making the game money, it's politics. So they're gonna put people in front of you. That way you can build your fan base and also develop your skills. And that's all he's done so far. He hasn't fought any big names yet. He hasn't fought any fighters that has tested him.
That's because no one wants to fight him there.
Man, stop playing, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Huh?
I wouldn't want to fight David either. I wouldn't want to fight David either. I'll fight Canelo and Crawford over David any day.
Oh man, you drunk, man. All right. Y'all hear this dude, man? All right, let's work. Let's work. All right.